Hey y'all, Tracy here with Just to Get Farms. Many of you have been asking about my health, and I wanted to just give you a quick update today. If you're new to our channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, I've been dealing with some health issues this year. I was sick for quite a long time before I finally got a diagnosis in February from a naturopath doctor that I had Lyme's disease and intestinal parasites. So I went through a treatment for that for about 6 months, I guess. And I just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I finally, I went to an eye doctor because my eyes were doing these really weird things where my eyes were bulging and they just looked crazy. You can go back to some videos of earlier this year and you can see my crazy eyes. I look like I'm really, really excited, and really I'm just being normal. My eyes were just bulging and being really weird. So I went to an eye doctor. And the eye doctor is the one who recommended that I go get some blood work. He said he thought I had Graves' disease. So I did go and have the blood work done, and the results come back and showed that I had Graves' disease. My numbers were all over the place, and it was definitely Graves' disease and autoimmune disorder. So I had the diagnosis, and I had an order put in for me to go see an endocrinologist, but the wait for me to go see him was forever. It was months and months, and every day I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And it had gotten to the point where I was throwing up multiple times a day. I was so weak, I couldn't get up. My muscles in my legs just would not work. I couldn't get up. It took all I had just to prepare a meal and wash dishes. For months that went on, and it was just getting worse and worse. I was rapidly losing weight, and I have never, ever had that problem. Never have I just lost weight. In fact, I've always had a problem with gaining weight and not being able to lose weight. So that was scary to me because that was something that my body had never done before. I was getting very discouraged and a little bit depressed because I couldn't do anything that I loved. I couldn't get in my garden. It was all I could do to prepare a meal and wash dishes. I mean, I just could not physically do anything. Jean kept persistently calling the doctor's office and telling them that they needed to see me. I needed to get the appointment moved up earlier, that he just didn't think I was going to make it that long to when my appointment was. Finally it worked, and the nurse got me moved up and got me in the next day. I've never been so happy to go to a doctor's appointment in my whole life. The endocrinologist said it was definitely Graves' disease, and I was in the middle of a thyroid storm, which is where everything is just going haywire. My whole body, my whole immune system, everything was just completely out of whack. He put me on a high dosage of thyroid medicine. I'll put the name of it at the bottom of the screen here. He put me on 30 milligrams a day of that because my numbers were so high and he was trying to get them level. He was really honest with me and told me that we would probably never get my levels right. With Graves' disease, it's really hard to get your levels right. He said they're going to be extremely high or extremely low, and that we'll never be able to get them leveled. And he recommended that I have thyroid surgery and have my thyroid surgically removed. He said that I could not do the radiation pill. There's a pill that you can swallow, and radiation in it kills your thyroid, which I was never a fan of that idea anyway. But he said I couldn't do that because it would make the Graves' disease worse. He said that I would have to have it surgically removed. I said, well, let me just try the medicine and let me pray about it. So I took the medicine for 6 weeks, and I'm not kidding you guys. The first week, like within 7 days, I felt like a new person. I felt like a totally new person. I had energy again. My muscles and joints weren't aching. I wasn't throwing up. I mean, I just felt so good. I felt better than I had in years probably. And I was just doing really, really good back in my garden, working in my garden, just doing really well. Probably about the 5th week or so, I started feeling like things just weren't right. I was still feeling way better than I was. Like I still just was praising God. And I went back to him after my 6 weeks, and my numbers were too low. My numbers had dropped, and so it had gone from hyperthyroidism to hypothyroidism. my numbers had dropped. So he reduced my medicine from 30 milligrams a day to 10 milligrams a day. And that's what I'm taking now. And I'm taking some natural supplements and herbs and continuing with a good healthy diet and just trying to hopefully fix this thing. My friend Holly told me about a doctor. Her name is Dr. Amy Myers, and she had thyroid issues, and she developed a plan to naturally cure and heal your thyroid. It's called the Myers Way. So I read her book, and I'm taking the supplements, and her diet plan that she has is really extreme, like super extreme. And I tried it. I did it for about 7 days, and that's just not sustainable for me. So I'm not following her diet plan to a T, but I have made some healthy changes in my diet. I'm taking those herbs and supplements, and I'm taking the thyroid medicine that the doctor prescribed at the lower dosage of 10 milligrams. My eyes are still not right. They're still weird and puffy, and without makeup on, I just look like I got 2 black eyes, and they bulge sometimes, especially when I'm really tired. And I've started getting shaky a little bit again, and my heart gets racy sometimes again. So some of the symptoms of the hyperthyroidism has been showing up again in the past few weeks. So I think my medicine dosage may be too low now, but I am so much better than I was earlier this year. I go back for more blood work after Christmas, and then I see the endocrinologist again on January 16th, and he's going to take a look at my levels there and see where we're at. So I'm still not in the clear of having surgery and having my thyroid removed. I still really just don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't want to battle this all the time and constantly be going from a overactive thyroid to an underactive thyroid and just, you know, putting my body through all of that. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to have the surgery. So I'm just going to continue what I'm doing for right now and continue praying for healing and praying for God's direction in what I should do. But I am not complaining at all. I am so grateful and so thankful for how much better I am feeling, and that I'm able to, you know, do the things that I love to do and that I want to do and that I need to do. I'm so thankful for that, because just a few months ago, it was all I could do to get up. So I'm not complaining at all. But it is something that I'm still battling it every day, and I don't know how long I'm gonna have to battle it, and I really don't know what my solution is yet. Just still praying about it. So many of you have sent me so many comments every video just saying how happy you are to see me back in my garden again, how happy you are to see me feeling better, or want to know how I really am doing and what's going on with my health. So I wanted to just take a few minutes today and just give you an update and let you know where I'm at and what's going on, because I know when I was so sick, so many of y'all were praying for me. Y'all were lifting me up in prayer and praying for me. And I know you were. You told me you were, and I felt your prayers. And I'm just so thankful for y'all. I'm so thankful for each and every one of y'all, for your concern, for your love, for your prayers. And y'all have been asking how I'm doing. So I just wanted to let y'all know where I'm at in my health and what's going on, and thank y'all again for all of your prayers, for always lifting us up in prayers. Many of y'all are fans and followers of Jason and Brooke over at Cog Hill Farm. In fact, many of you came to our channel and found our channel through the recommendation of Jason and Brooke, and we're so glad. We're so glad that you did and that you're here with us. If you're already a fan of Jason and Brooke, then you know what's going on with Brooke's health. She's posted a few videos to let y'all know what's going on with her health, and they believe she doesn't have a diagnosis yet, but they believe it's autoimmune disease. And I know how Brooke feels. I know what it feels like to want to be out there working on the farm and helping your family and tending to everything, and taking care of your family, taking care of your animals, and doing projects and all the things you love and want to do, and you can't do anything because you feel so bad. I know how she feels, and I know what she's going through. And I know all of you who are fans of Cog Hill, y'all are praying for her. I know you are. Now, if you don't know who Jason and Brooke are over at Cog Hill, y'all go over right now and subscribe and follow their channel. Y'all are gonna love them. Thank y'all so much for praying for me and my family, and for praying for Brooke and her family. You guys mean a lot to us, and we appreciate every one of you. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.